one area, but if nobody wants to buy a house in that area, it won't sell. So you have to, so it's a market-driven thing too. That's why we go to the model blocks in neighborhoods that have some stability to it, where people would want to invest 30 years of their life and paying a mortgage into this. Now the other part, I remember when I was a councilman and we did the home ownership zone, I would tell you that we had the highest percentage of MB-FB working on that project and local residents working on that project than anywhere in the city of Cleveland, and probably at a higher level than had ever been done. And the reason that we were able to do that is because of the requirement that if you wanted to do business in Central, that you had to have people who look like the people in Central working on the job. And you had to have people who look like the people in Central owning the contracts for providing the construction and things like that. Now, it worked out, but those days have come to an end simply because of foreclosure and economic. No one's building new stuff now.
So what happened to that process, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a proven fact that if you hire me as a black contractor, then I in turn hire black contractors.
That's right. And that was the principle. That's exactly right. And that's the principle. But can I also say this, that if you go to another neighborhood that is Hispanic, they should have the same right. And if you go into another neighborhood that's white, then they should have the same right. So what I'm saying is that in order to keep wealth in the community, and in order to keep that dollar flowing in the community, you have to spend your money in that community, and you have to have contractors who look like people in that community, whether it's black community, white community, Hispanic community. So it does work. It does work. When you get on bigger projects, let's say this medical mart convention center work out, well, that would be a bigger problem. If you go down to the stadium, when they built the stadium or Gateway, those kind of things, what you'll find is that's more of a regional kind of a development. But we had, in those cases, people there to ensure certain requirements were met because we had some money in the game. But it is never done to the magnitude or level that you can do on the local level. So that's where a council person has a lot of influence sometimes in South and so.
So is there any way that you can somehow, or city council can somehow implement legislation, you know what I'm saying, to include, should I say, the residents of the city of Cleveland, because we understand that there's a Fannie Lewis law in effect right now. But the Fannie Lewis law, as I ride past city jobs, I noticed that a lot of times the Fannie Lewis law is just like Fannie Lewis did.